welcome back to Talks and Thoughts. Today we are diving into a topic that has become a major part of modern life: electronic money. We all use it, or at least encounter it, almost every day. But is it really making our lives easier, or is it quietly creating a new challenges? I'm here with three amazing friends, Sumi, Milani, and Salma. How are you guys doing today?
Hi Sissy, I'm doing great. Thanks. Excited to talk about this. It's a topic I feel strongly about.
Same here. I have quite a few thoughts on this one.
Hi everyone, I'm curious to hear your perspectives.
Alright, let's jump right into it. When you think about e-money, what's the first idea or feeling that comes to mind? Sumi, would you like to start?
Sure Sissy, for me, e-money is definitely a huge convenience. It's fast, efficient, and honestly makes daily activities so much smoother. I don't worry about carrying cash, losing my wallet, or waiting for change. I just scan or tap and everything's done instantly. I use it for transportation, groceries, online shopping, even splitting bills with my friend. It makes life feel organized and modern. I genuinely feel like it's one of the best improvements in our daily routine.
That sounds really positive. Milani, what about you?
I actually had the opposite experience. Personally, I find money pretty complicated. Every time I try to rely on it, something goes wrong my sign no reading the card. The app crashing, insufficient signal, or the balance failing to update. And the worst part is when it happens is a public place, especially when there a long line behind you. You can feel everyone eyes on your back, waiting for you to figure out what's wrong. Not to mention, if your phone battery dies, you basically have zero ability to fight for anything. That's a terrifying thought.
I get what both of you mean. I think e-money is incredibly practical and I do enjoy using it, but I don't fully trust it yet. I always carry some case just in case. Technology isn't always predictable. Sometimes it works flawlessly, but other times it fails at the worst possible moment. So I guess I'm somewhere in the middle, appreciative but cautious.
I think a lot of people feel that way. I remember once I was trying to pay for something and the network was super slow. I was just standing there smiling painfully at the cashier while the line behind me kept growing. It's one of those moments where you wish you could disappear.
That definitely happens, but I still think the advantages outweigh the frustration. One thing I really value is being able to monitor my spending. Every transaction is recorded and easy to review. With cash, money disappears without you noticing where it went. With e-money, there's transparency.
True, but sometimes that transparency doesn't stop us from overspending because paying electronically doesn't feel real. People tend to spend more impulsively. You don't feel the pain of handing over actually bill. It's just a tap and suddenly your balance is gone.
Exactly. I've had days where I check my e-wallet and I'm shocked because the money disappears so fast. So I do think self-control plays a big role.
And then there's the gap between generations. My parents are still intimidated by digital transactions. They worry they might press the wrong button and accidentally send money somewhere weird. Cash feels safer for them.
Yeah, and that's understandable. Adaptation takes time.
So, if you each had one piece of advice about using e-money wisely, what would it be?
I'd say embrace the technology and learn how to use it properly. It makes life more simpler once you're comfortable with it.
For me, always keep a backup plan, carry at least some costs you are not stuck when something doesn't work.
Balance is key. Enjoy the convenience but don't rely on it blindly.
I love that. Balance really does sound like the best approach. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts today, guys, and thanks to everyone who is listening. We'll see you in the next episode of Talks and Thoughts. Take care, guys. Bye.